Okay guys, in this lecture we will be looking into some more examples of nomenclature of alcohols where uh, cyclic rings can be found. So cyclic rings will be having a functional group called alcohol, and we'll be looking into the nomenclature of the same. So let's suppose we have examples like so what would be its common name. So as you can see, the substituents name are methyl, bromo, and chloro. So obviously the first carbon would be this one only. So we are confident about cyclobutane 1-ol. But in which whether should I go anti-clockwise or clockwise for numbering the rest of the carbons? So as you can see, bromo is highest in order alphabetically because of the first character B. So we'll be starting our numbering anti-clockwise. So bromo would be second, chloro would be third, chloro would be fourth, methyl would be third. Okay, so the naming convention would be 2 bromo, 4 chloro, 3 methyl, cyclobutanol. We have example like so what would be the name for this? It would be 1 cyclopropyl cyclohexane all. Let's say we have something like this, then what would be its name? Br and double bond here. Okay, so we'll be starting numbering from this. Now whether we should go clockwise or anti-clockwise for numbering rest of the carbon atoms. So this is, as you can see, this is methylidene. I suppose you remember from the last lectures. And this is bromo. So as B comes before M, so it is given higher preference. So 2 bromo, 4 methylidene, and cyclopent in 1-ol. Similarly, we have something like this. So what would be the nomenclature for the same? So as the alcohol group is attached to the above ring, so this ring would form our word root in IUPAC nomenclature, right? And we will take this ring as attached to the above ring. So this would be 1 cyclo uh, cyclohexenyl and cycloprop 1-ol, propane 1-ol. Okay, let's take a look at this example. we have something like cycloalkene with substituent group cyclopropyl and bromo. So according to our rule, this carbon would be the first carbon, and the substituents are, so in this case the order of giving the preference would be alcohol, then alkene or double bond, then other substituents. So numbering would be in clockwise direction so as to accommodate second carbon numbering for the alkene. Okay, so the nomenclature would be 5 bromo, 2 cyclopropyl, cyclohex, 2 in 1 all. Okay, so now we have completed our nomenclature of alkanes, both for the chain and for the ring compounds. So now we'll be starting off with nomenclature of aldehydes. Okay, so the suffix for aldehyde is al. The suffix for alcohol was all. For aldehyde it's al. And let me start off with some examples. So we have this aldehyde. So this is, word root would be meth in al. Suffix for aldehydes are al. Okay, we have something like this. This is just a condensed form of the aldehyde. So the name would be eth in al. Okay, here's something like this. So the name would be prop in al. We have something like this. So the name would be 2-methyl butane 1 al. So always remember that the previous rules, that select the longest chain containing the functional group, also applies here as well. Means you will be selecting maximum number of carbons which are possible in a chain which actually has the functional group. In the previous case it could be alcohol, in this case it would be aldehyde, right? So it is but obvious, so I am just not repeating that, but just for the case you missed it. CH to double bond CH, CH double bond O. So the preference would be given to first the aldehyde, then to the alkene group. So numbering would be starting from this carbon. So the name would be prop, now 2 in 1 al. So in this case the functional group, the suffix of the functional group would be named last than to the alkene group. Okay, here the alphabetical order would not be seen, and simply as the functional group is there for the suffix part, you should write the functional group as the last suffix than to the alkene group, because its preference order is more than its preference order. Okay, we have something like this. So what would be the name of this compound? It is simple, pent 3 in 1 al. What would the name of this compound? It would be but 2 in 1 al. The name for this compound, it would be 2-bromo propane 1 al. We have something like so what would be the name of this? Simple, 3-bromo 2-chloro and how many carbon atoms are there? 1 2 3 4. So but in 1 all. Okay, so what would be the name of this compound? So this would be 3,2 cyclopentenyl and simply pentane 1 all. What would be the name of this compound? So the name would be 3-cyclopropyl and hex 3 in 1 al. For this compound we have name like 3-methoxy but 2 in 1 al. Now coming to the last two examples, we have this compound. What would be the name of this? Let's select the longest chain here. 4 is the longest chain, so but 1 al is confirmed, 2 in is also confirmed. Okay, and what is remaining? Methyl substituent group at third position. Last example for the nomenclature of aldehydes is we have something like this. So select the longest chain, apply the same thing here. So 4-methyl but 3 in 1 al. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this video lecture. So in the next video lecture I will be covering up nomenclature of ketones, and we will also have a brush up on nomenclature of carboxylic acid.